Hey, if you're an online fit pro not building your business with a code, that's what this video is dedicated to. This is the way I have shifted my philosophy towards business over the last, I'd say, 2 years. And what I've really shared, this is our gospel, if you will. This is our code of conduct that I want to share. And if your business currently feels like a lot of pressure, a lot of overwhelm, a lot of chaos, then I think you might want to adopt one or two, maybe all of these codes of conduct, which I have coined the freedom creator way. And really, I think that's why we all got into business, didn't we? We wanted freedom, time, locational, financial, most importantly, freedom to focus on, nobody can steal your ability to focus, but like the way I think of it is what you want to focus on, what you can freely focus on without that friction and resistance, right? It takes a very unique human being to be able to always be positive when circumstances are not actually positive. And this whole code of conduct is the way to the 5 Ps, the 5 Ps that are really kind of governing how I make my decisions, which are: 1, passion. Is this something I could do for free the rest of my life? Purpose. Is this something I'm being called to do, or is this something that I'm just being paid to do? Profits. Am I pursuing actually money to feed the family, or revenue to feed my ego? Peace. Is this business have a level of contentment where I am grateful, where I am thankful, where I'm owning my journey? I'm not comparing myself and constantly stressed and worried that I'm behind. And does this business have a level of predictability? What I mean by that is there structure? Are there systems? Systems set you free. And when we have systems in place, then we can have a business that is not one of roller coaster revenue months, but one with consistency in revenue. So we can have that safety and security that most people say is absent from entrepreneurship. And, many people never experience that. So I'm going to walk you through these. These are 10 things that really are governing my life and what I'm really indoctrinating, if you will. That's kind of a harsh word or weird word, cult word, but it's kind of true. It's what we really are all about. It's our set of values. Maybe that's a better word. All right. So number 1, we're going to go through this in no particular order, but number 1 is to lead yourself. What happens if you're not leading yourself? You're a successful mimic. And I believe a lot of people can be and will be successful just by doing what they're told without questioning it. The only problem with that is you can end up building something that wasn't yours and something that you actually wanted. And what I really want to encourage you to do is to lead yourself in the process, which means build this business through your own instincts, right? There is a permission here that I'm granting you to be able to think, like, is this the way you want to do things? You don't just have to do things the way you've been told. There's different ways to skin the cat. Everything works. I want you to create your reality, right? You don't have to work weekends if you don't want to. You can end your day at 3 o'clock. You can end your day on Thursday. You can have a 3-day weekend, right? You can really set this business up any way you want. And this is how you're going to become your own hero. And this is what I want for you. So number 1, lead yourself. Lead yourself. The hardest person to lead is yourself, because it's going to take courage to listen to your voice, your instincts, your prompts. But that's number 1. You got to lead yourself. Okay. Number 2 is to build by design, not default. So no more copying people, no more comparing, right? Design your business with intention, aligned to your convictions, to your passions, and to your vision, right? We want to avoid distractions and we want to focus on your journey. And, tactically, when I say build by design, we want a model that really serves your strengths and your weaknesses and what you want your business to feel like, right? Do you want to be managing lots of people? All right. If that's not something you're even interested in, well, guess what? There's different models that we can pursue. So we want to make sure we don't just start doing stuff because, that's what you're supposed to do. You have no choice but to do this if you want a business like this. Well, we need to question things, and we want to make sure that this is something that we have designed. Number 3 is, this is a quote from, I believe Jeff Cunningham, I believe his name is. He's a marathon running coach. I heard about this guy through Nick Bare, and this is his quote, credit to him. It's to be consistently good versus occasionally great. It can be applied to all areas of our life. But the reason I like this is because quitting is off the table, right? We want to strive for steady excellence because consistency always beats bursts of greatness, right? It's one thing to have a big month once or twice a year, and then the rest of the year we're under stress and we're just in survival mode, right? Your future success is built on daily commitment, not fleeting moments. So we need to make sure that we're consistently consistent in all aspects of the business and how we're showing up. Number 4, pursue simplicity. I believe simplicity is making a massive comeback. I believe that complexity is sexy, which is why people are drawn to it, because most people associate doing something of big nature is going to be hard, and you can't have something of that magnitude if there's not complexity. But the problem is that complexity kills growth. All right. And we need simplicity. Simplicity scales, fancy fails. And we want to strip away all the stuff that is not moving the needle. Excuse me. Let me do that one again. I was all over the place. Number 3, pursue simplicity. Complexity kills and simplicity scales. We want to strip away the noise and we want to focus on what moves the needle. All right. Not everything needs attention or equal attention. Prioritize profits, keep your clients happy, and don't stop having fun. All right. We need to have a business that is simple. All right. Because if it's not, then it's not sustainable. Number 4, hold your standards. Standards, I believe, is like the underestimated factor that separates good from great. Without standards, you have no freedom because you don't know how to make decisions, from your sleep to your workouts to your nutrition to your pricing strategy, right? If you don't have standards, then you are going to fall to the level of your current habits and routines and self-limiting beliefs. And if you don't honor your standards, if you don't honor your values, then you're not going to experience the life that you're capable of. Number 5 is attract, don't chase. I really want to encourage you to build a business around what true power is. And true power doesn't come from force. It doesn't come from, pressure. It pulls effortlessly. We want to pull. We don't want to push. We can push. It works, but it's exhausting. All right. And it is not a sustainable way to build a long-lasting business. So we want to drop that desperate persona. We need to stop jumping from gimmick to gimmick and tactic to tactic. We want to step onto the stage of leadership and authority that you were called to, and we want to compel people to come into your world by becoming a better and better version of you. Number 6, I think we're on 6, create, don't copy. Okay. Your story is your advantage. So be bold, be real, be a rebel, be raw, be authentically you. Double down on your uniqueness. Make competition irrelevant by offering what only you can. Now, I have no issue looking at others for inspiration, but we don't want to use somebody's entire, business tactic strategy as our North Star, because it's likely only working for them because of who they are, and that is perfectly in line for who they are. Number 7, we want to position you as a guide and not a savior, right? You don't want to have a persona online where you're going to rescue people, because then you attract a lot of needy people, really people who probably need a therapist before they need a coach. And by being their guide, you're going to help them see the way. You're going to show them the way. You're going to support their journey, and you're going to let them own their success. You're going to empower them. That's what a guide does. You're not the stage on the sage. You're the guide by their side. You're Mr. Miyagi, right? You're Yoda, right? You are helping Luke Skywalker. You're helping Daniel's son be their best selves. You're helping them discover the hero within themselves. That's how you want to position yourself online. Number 8, we want to serve relentlessly. All right. If you put other people before yourself and you put your people's goals before yourself and you commit fully to transforming lives, and what does that actually look like? It means making a great product. It means showing up. It means improving yourself. It means demonstrating with action and not with what you're talking about. Your clients will win. Everybody will win. You're not just here to make money. No one's going to talk about how much money you made when you're gone. You're here to ignite a movement, to leave a legacy, all right, to be an inspiration for people to feel moved by. That's what's going to live on. Number 9, we want to up-level your inner game, all right? You can't experience freedom if you're not constantly improving the gaps in your life. We want to master your mind, right? Your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, right? This is the stuff that is going to dictate the level of results you experience. When you do, your outer world will follow, but you got to do the work on the inside before you expect things to change on the outside, or you just are going to hit a lot of plateaus. Lastly, one of my favorites is marketing is a fancy 9-letter word for tests. And that quote goes to the late Coach Corby, who shared that with me, and I loved it. And really what he was saying is that be a scientist. You know, everything works, but does it work for you? Marketing is constant experimentation, right? We need to test, we need to tweak, we need to optimize. We need to forget about the perfect way, all right? We need to forget about like, there's just only one path to success. There's many paths to success, and we're not going to know it until we get out there and we take risks, we learn, we embrace feedback, and we continue to optimize from that feedback. So all of this to say, this is your path to success. This is your path to freedom and your ability to experience life at the fullest. This is the Freedom Creator way, the Freedom Creator Code. If you come into our world, this is what we are going to be continuing to reiterate until you be and feel and live this on a day-to-day basis. I hope that serves you. If you're interested in learning more about working with us, then hit me up on Instagram at vincedelmonte. Love to hear what your number one goal is, and we'll have a little chat, and then we can go from there. Have a great rest of your day. Ciao.